I saw a video about growing your own food and selling it itself from the country, and it's prohibited.
You'll be wondering why your country is owing IMF trillion of debt. Please stop and watch the video. And also, if you want to know the reason why you people are planting cash crop like coffee, timber, cocoa, palm oil, please make sure you watch the video and follow me for more. I will be making nice videos like this one. Thank you. Watch the video.
And what's the difference between the U.S. debt and the debt that African nations own? Because the U.S. debt doesn't keep the U.S. from being one of the leading powers of the world, but then African nations can't make it because of that debt that is strangling them.
Okay. The first question is a very important question. What makes African and third world debt different from the American debt? Number one, America is never going to pay its debts. It doesn't have to. Its debts are in its own currency. We can simply print it. The African debt is not in its currency. The African debt is in U.S. dollars. Africa has to earn the U.S. dollars, and the only way it can earn the U.S. dollars is not to be assassinated for growing its own food and becoming independent and doing something that the United States does not like. The principle underlying the foundation of the World Bank is that no country should grow its own food. Africa and the third world should only grow export crops. To export, in order to have an oversupply of cocoa and other tropical raw materials, to keep down the price, they must buy their grain from the United States or Europe, so that if they do something that we don't like, we can do what America tried to do to China in the 60s. We can sanction them. We can say, we're going to starve you. We're going to not export any grain to you. So owing their foreign debt in dollars means that they have to somehow sell something that the United States wants, not what they want. I think the most evil organizations in the world today are the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund.
So that's the part how PBBM paid the first debt, because we are having a problem of selling our crops as farmers there. How can we live? How can small businesses here live also, because they are the customers itself? Not here in my place has a big farming crops, but also in lowlands. So that's why they are still continuing to, gain some import or export goods from other countries that they have made a loan of. That's the other. So they are applying it also. If US is applying to Africa, then other countries applying it to other country also. Wow. The veil is really lifting. Government is example to others that they will copy the bad tactics. OMG. They made more chaos because they didn't see that copying. So that's the other message of someone who is copying also you, especially if you are making more informative messages, or those people that copies Jesus Christ acting the Messiah. It's okay to copy everyone if it's good for the benefits of all, actually. But if for its own bad purpose, the result will be chaos and problem, more problem. OMG. Because if I copy them or some of the informations, I know it's all for everyone's good. But those who copies me, most of them, I know they are only using it for their own purposes. Not to, but they are still being used to spread the blessings. But this worldly tactic of people that God is not added. This is an evidence also. One of the evidence that plans that made without God, even though I can say your purpose is to help your country, it won't. It will make it more chaos and have more problem if you think you can uh, fix the problem at the end. At the end, you will see that what you did and copy it from the others will not be fixed by you even. Because these techniques, I think they are also copying the technique of God. How God, ooh, so the evil energy is copying it also and applying it to us, His followers. Oh, I see. So God is the answer. Even though we copy something, if God is there, even though some of your plans or messages, there would be always a part that it meant to be happened. Then later on, it will be fixed. But if it's our own knowing, our own knowledge, God knows how to destroy that one. Or not destroy actually. Uh, it's like destroy but stop. Or come from other people to fix and make realize that the organization, people, or country or government, that your plans is not working without God in that plans. Because you yourself is copying his tactics. Yeah, from the very beginning, people are applying it also. Because we are connected with God through energy and frequency. We can know that tactics. But those who are always those who can win will win, are going to win, is those people that add God in their plans, in purposes, in task, whatever they do. Those pure, not you add God because of bad purpose and own wants. Like those preachers or pastors or priest, I mean, that using God's Bible or preaching from the very beginning until now. They're just being used to be a tool to say the words or messages, and those people that hearing it, the right people that hearing it, can use and apply it through their life. That's how one of God's technique, and we know that one from the very beginning. Like being in a teacher through the children that they are teaching. Teachers knows that some are listening and some are not listening. Those who are listening will get the message and apply it. But those who are not listening, as long as they pass the subject, that's the most important. So it's up to us, people, if we will apply our gifts, those courageous and confident gift also, as being strong and do your real task and purpose in this earth. Because, as he said, coming at his side is the very hardest part in task, but the most precious, I mean, and permanent. Just a simple message, which is fix ourselves from the good in bad, because those afterlife is real, end of the world is real, but we have a decision to make, to apply it and to believe and apply it to ourselves, to fix and change what to be changed, or just continue being bad and be a problem in this earth. Yes, you are a problem if you think you are not a problem. Those who can accept that they are one of the problem are the ones that got the message, because we know we are also a sinner. And on some decisions that we make, we have fault and sin. Why some people come to us and awaken us also. Every person has a fault on the actions that they do, the consequences, the decisions. No one is excused except those children, those still growing up. I'm talking about us adults, young adults that know already bad and good, but still continuing to be bad thinker, bad mouthing, bad actions to others and to ourselves also. Very simple, right? But some people cannot understand that because of arrogance and self-centered, egoistic and prideful. Self-centered. They became so deaf and blind, even though they can hear or see. Why can we hear? To realize the senses, right, of what we are hearing, especially sounds or language or words. And why can we see? To read, to watch, and observe what's happening around us. But is that brain processing it? If it's no, if it is not processing, you are at the part of deaf and blind. You can, if you can still see that what's around you is already lost and in chaos. Why are people inventing to enjoy their self? Why do persecute people? Why even you can think bad to other people, talk bad to other people? Is that not chaos or lost? And the problem? It is not just simple. It is simple but big problem. Why do you wanted to put an insecure you're insecure to a person that doesn't do anything about your insecurities or didn't do bad to you or didn't do anything So, it's you that have to fix something from that insecurities, because that is a kind of greed. Why did you why are you wanting to project that insecurities to that person that never did as I've said to you? The pains and traumas is a part, but even though that person doesn't know about that part, that person has pains and traumas as you also. So if you know that you are a problem, you have to stand and be strong and fix that. I have already given you many times the formula. Reflect, accept what to be accepted, bad or good, then repent to God. And you will be free from the burdens. And if you accepted that you are one of the problem of this earth, congratulations. You came out from the problem of the earth. You already accepted that you are one of the problem. And you stand for it. To do your inner work, to heal that pain and trauma, to accept what to be accepted. Not only the things that you wanted to accept, even the things that you don't want to accept, you have to accept. Reflect and repent. So I hope you learned something. See you again in my next videos. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, click the notification, comment if you want, and share so get my next videos.